Good afternoon, I'm Daniel Miller and this is DRBMiller introducing Call of the Sea. Thank you for joining us. We are going to be continuing with our gameplay here in this wonderful indie game. Call of the Sea it is. We've seen it yesterday. I talked about it a bit in my earlier broadcast as well. And it does feel like a combination of Subnautica and Bioshock, I think, so far, together with maybe some of the other puzzlers which we played over the years. Loads of items of interest here in the game. Beautiful open world, and without further ado, we'll just crack on and explore everything that is before us. Chapter 2 this is.
Wow, what is this place? I'd better have a look around this abandoned village. Harry's crew might have stayed here. A tiki, like something straight out of an adventure novel.
It does look like a lock, but so far we cannot operate it.
The Everhard expedition. They set up camp here. They're composed of 4 pieces.
And it's very smooth, which is really good. I'm playing it off my Xbox. I downloaded it from Xbox Game Pass.
I've never cared much for games of chance.
We can play in here, so that's quite good. Let's play.
I've never cared much for games of chance. I've never cared much.
Oh, we can't. Okay. Let's have a good, nice look in here. Do a screenshot. All of us who are members of our Xbox Game Club, we are taking screenshots, making some clips, and then sharing them with our community. And the sharing is happening on Twitter, and then we also want to be connecting with everyone else who is doing our Game of the Week from everywhere around the world. So remember that if you are one of our community members, make sure you take some screenshots, maybe half dozen, tag them with Call of the Sea, Game of the Week, Xbox Game Club, and throw them to Twitter.
This fella sounds pretty hot-headed.
July the 14th, 1934. I came to this godforsaken island for just a few days, and it's been almost 2 weeks already of doing nothing. Is this rich individual going to open that hatch anytime soon? I'm not going to wait for Mr. Know-It-All again, like I did it with the elevator. He'd better let me handle this situation. We brought dynamite for a reason. Well, we've read it. Some notes as well.
Blowing an ancient hatch with dynamite sounds like a fool's errand to me.
Sounds tricky, but we probably are going to be needing to do something of that sort. Ancient hatch, explosives, 9.5 feet distance, detonator.
Ooh, looks like someone didn't like you very much, Harry.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm so clever. This is funny. Take a screenshot of this. Sure, this one will be received very nicely because one can use that for any other purposes as well on Twitter and elsewhere. Blah, blah, blah. I'm so clever. So this is very good. Very good game so far. Very enjoyable. Oops. The gun's gone. Somebody took it. Oh, this is a mirror. I can't see myself. Why is it I can't see myself? Go on. Nope. Not getting anything out of there.
Who worries this much about their appearance in a place like this?
Brilliantine. What is it, Brilliantine? There we are. Oh, there we are.
His real name was Costas?
passport. United States of America, Department of State. Costas Apostolou.
His real name was Costas?
Costas Apostolou, bearer's address 5844 West Manchester Avenue, Los Angeles, California. In case of accident, notify Athanasios Apostolou. Okay, we read that. Interesting. Oh, look at that.
Looks like this fellow was a real heartbreaker.
This fella was a heartbreaker. Got flappers in there. Flappers! Taking a few screenshots, my friends. We are going to be sharing this. Oh, that's very nice as well. What does it say on the other side? Nothing, no clues. Well, there are some ladies in there. Looks like see those all three
Quite
the
a
same.
looker.
Not sure.
A fashion model, maybe.
To Roy, the best stuntsman in Hollywood. Yeah, she looks like one of these actresses from the golden era of Hollywood of the 1930s. I'm trying to think who she reminds me of. Merle Oberon, that's it. She looks like Merle Oberon. Merle Oberon. Alright, we've got all these screenshots, very good.
Very
What's these
neat.
jumpers? Very neat. Winchester.
They were packing a lot of heat when they came to this island, but they took all the guns with them.
Indeed they did. All the guns are gone. All the guns are gone. All the guns are gone. Right, so let's see what else we've got there, if anything. Oh.
A Polynesian man covered in tattoos. I'm not sure if he looks angry or scared. Well, what well?
He doesn't want to be near the mine. Why is he so afraid of that well? Right. I like rediscovering photographs and then getting all the pieces of the puzzle together.
So now you believe in magic, old pal?
He gave one of these amulets to each of us. Only Harry kept his. Okay. This looks quite nice as well. Ooh, look at this. This should be really operational. See, it's very important to explore every corner. Well, you know it's all if you play open world games, you know.
Let me record it. So, you said you've been on this island before.
Yes. Some years ago. I made a rookie mistake. I did it from my fishing route to go to what looked like a better spot. Less than an hour had gone. By when suddenly, my va'a, my canoe overturned. And I got this lovely souvenir from that mistake.
Heavens, what gave you that scar?
It's not a what, but a who. I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. But it seemed like a sea creature I never seen. Anyway, I was lucky enough to reach that Whitesand beach. The one where we landed on the island. A man came 3 days later and got me out of there. He brought me to the port of Papeete without speaking a single word. Time passed, and I promised myself that I would go on with my life and forget about this damn island.
Why did you agree to return to the island then?
I need to know what happened to me, to discover the truth. I don't know if you get me.
Absolutely.
Well, we've heard the mystery begins to unravel. Nearly missed this.
Fascinating.
These ancient geometric stone structures are not Polynesian. What purpose do they have or serve? I keep forgetting to press that button X to read because it's a bit difficult to read some of that handwriting. It's nicely laid out before us in there. Oh, let's look at that. Another photograph.
Looks like some of the crew members didn't get along too well. A forbidden ritual?
He is warning us about his ruins. He says that some sort of forbidden ritual took place there. Well, we'll find out as we carry on, I guess. We've seen this, we've seen that. What else do we have there? Look at this, this is like a massive big fish of some sort. No way through. Someone's respite.
Why is this hammock so far from the rest of the campsite?
Hammock is in there indeed.
Look at this little fella.
Look at this little fella. Ain't he lovable? He's really funny. I'm really turning around too well for some reason.
An amulet with a carved Marquesian cross. The symbol represents balance and protection.
It does. You can't pick it up though. Because there was a similar amulet earlier on in the game. We had to find it and then use it.
The river cuts through
So
that
I can
canyon.
swim.
It doesn't look safe to cross. What peculiar rock formations. Is this basalt?
No, we're not going to be able to cross that. This is the fact. Waterfalls.
Oh, I must have found the luxury huts. Pretty swanky.
I was just reminded now by PlayStation that their January sale or the winter sale will be ending soon, so we better really look at all the titles opening. I've not bought anything on PlayStation for a little while. We need to have a good look. Advise everybody else to do exactly the same, because there are lots and lots of good offers in there.
Look at him. Giddy as a schoolboy. Icor?
Black ooze. Okay.
That Frank seems to feel
Missed
guilty
it.
for whatever happened. I feel really bad for him.
Mr. Everhart, I still do not understand what happened. Roy knew just as well as you and me that the black ooze was highly volatile. I should never have believed him when he said he had your permission. I feel responsible for what happened.
That Frank seems to feel guilty for whatever happened. I feel really bad for him.
I wonder what happened. I'd say somebody died in that explosion. That's my bet.
Interesting.
Object here. Ancient mechanism.
More drawings.
Drawings.
Considering how poorly Harry draws, this isn't half bad.
Ruins related to the disease. Remains from old civilization. Well, we'll probably have to resort to some of those maps and scribbles later on as we got something there.
What mess did you get into, Harry?
Mr. Everhart, we deeply regret your refusal to accept our funding for your expedition. We've always had an excellent relationship with your family and really considered this venture a unique and profitable opportunity for both parties. We wish you the best of luck on your journey. You surely are going to need it. Yours sincerely, Caleb Bowen, Starry Wisdom Society. Well, you wonder really. Good job. Discovered it. It's easily overlooked as it's on the floor. You know, some of us
You put
veteran
together
gamers,
quite
we've
an
done lots of these
expedition, Harry.
games, and
all just for little old me.
there are sometimes some similarities, you know, in the way you need to approach puzzlers. Just bear with me. I need to do a few things in order to carry on. My scarf is not covering my throat properly. And there we are. Looking better. Okay, let's have a look. What else did we find in there? There should be. Oh,
Where did you
look
get
at
this
that.
strange device, Harry?
This is really very good. Tillinghast spectacles lens liner. I wonder what this is. Hang on. This is interesting. Now interact. Not even sure what this is, to be frank. One. This is quite complicated. I'm not exactly sure what I need to be doing in here, to be frank. Right, let us have a look.
I'm not
Okay, I
really
think we
sure
probably
how
are-
this thingamajig works, or what to do with it.
Yeah, I agree with that, because we are not getting many enough clues in there to find out what's going on.
The Harry Everhard I know would never have given up on this. Something must have happened that kept him from solving it.
This is so frustrating. I know I'm close, but I can't find the right combination.
Black ooze.
Black ooze.
In a telescope?
That's really odd.
Other planes of existence. That's bats.
Dillingar's spectacles, lens aligner, an unsurpassed technological device from every point of view. After specific alignment, this device concentrates the resonance wave spectrum in an optical impression. Observing the lenses will affect the subject's pineal gland, allowing them to gaze into other planes of reality outside of the spectrum we consider our dimension. Well, that's something occultists would have liked, I think. Okay, so we don't really know what to do with it yet.
This explains why the campsite is nearly abandoned.
Tell the others to pack up as fast as they can. We have to get to the black sand beach. Something's happened to the ship, being only what's indispensable. Just a second, what's on the other side? Nothing. Okay. Anything else? No.
Jeepers! A stranded ship.
There's a stranded ship indeed. Letter.
My dear old pal, I know you won't ever read this letter, but I'm accustomed to writing you, and it comforts me in this strange place. This island is riddled with secrets. So many secrets. But I'm not only talking about mechanisms and contraptions, Nora. I dare say that something on the island clouds one's judgment. Otherwise, I don't have an explanation for Roy's actions. The man was arrogant, impulsive, and a little cocky, but he was no fool. We weren't friends by any means, but he didn't deserve what happened to him. Nobody deserves that. We may have made some progress in finding the cure for your illness, but at what price? I miss you so much, Nora. Harry.
He may not say it explicitly, but Harry blames himself for Roy's death. I know him too well. And I miss you too, Harry.
Well, it does look like some sort of tragedy would have taken place here, and we'll discover all of that as we go along, I believe. Okay, we've seen everything in here. We'll leave this in peace.
The parts of the tiki on this column seem movable.
We need to first of all find out it's not here. The clues are not here.
I've seen Harry keep even restaurant checks for bookkeeping. He would never tear up a piece of valuable information.
Okay. No. Oh, it is. I see, that will be fitting, I think. Oh, I see, that's the way it's going to be, okay. That doesn't seem to be right, I don't think. That's not right. We need to move this one out of there, I think, somewhat. Right, we'll get the other one. I like these puzzles, these are my kind of thing. Ah, no, what is going on? Boo. Pressing the wrong button. It's a bit tricky really with those controls in here, isn't it? I'm pressing wrong button all the time. That's a bit. Should be, shouldn't it? And then this one. I think this one probably needs to be taken out. And now this one. Let's leave that in like this. Yeah. So this one. Right here. Okay. This one. Right here, not. No. 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 Why put that one there? No, that's not it. This one will go down here. Doesn't seem to be right this time, does it? Oh, I see. So it's these two pieces. Okay. Hmm. Can't see whether this would fit in better in here. And then this one will need to bring up here, by the looks of it. This one. This will go down here. Well, something's not quite right in here. I think it's this piece here that's not fitting. Okay. That would not fit in there. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. And then we'll have... okay. So, yeah. So going up here.
Got it.
Oh man, this is tricky. Family symbols, they seem to represent sea creatures. The order of the symbols is important. What is the correction with each tile? A tiki. Is it tiki? So that's probably the order that we'll need on that puzzle. Okay, so let's have a look. Not. It's like a house on top. Let's see. I don't get any of the symbols in there. Teeth. No, that's not it.
compartment.
Well, this was tricky, for certain. I just try to work out the system behind it, just bear with me. Well, you could see what it is. It is the drawings in the journal. It's a very difficult puzzles to resolve, I've got to say. It's just really mind-boggling as to how one would get to it. But you know, the puzzles are like this. People need to explore every single bit. Oh, we got some other information in there. Yeah, we've read these. This is the latest. The path through the jungle led to an abandoned campsite set up in the remains of an old village. Could this be where Harry's expedition stopped? Harry had to intervene in an argument between the islanders and a member of his crew. The Polynesian man seems to be afraid of the rituals that took place in those ruins. There was a plan behind Harry's back to blow up an ancient door with dynamite. Looking through the telescope, I saw a ship stranded on the black beach on the other side of the island. That must be the Lady Shannon, the ship that took the expedition here. Harry managed to solve the Tiki puzzle and open a secret compartment inside a chieftain's hut. That's where he kept his ritual garments and a strange stone block. Touching it made me feel uneasy. Okay, so what we are going to do is we'll have a look at the secret compartment.
This appears to be the shrine of a Polynesian chieftain.
The Polynesian chieftain is somebody who would be wearing this sort of outfit. So
What kind of stone is this? I've never seen any substance quite like it. It feels
this is a weird stone.
disturbing.
No.
Impressive work. Is that a fish pattern?
Is that a fish pattern?
Impressive work. Is that a fish pattern?
It is. Everything else looks like some sort of fish. Other statues, items and everything else. Well, that seems to be it by the looks of it.
Oh.
So we resolved that one puzzle, and then let me see whether there's anything else that we need to pick up in there. So I think there is a significance in us picking up the stone. Okay, so the stone, we need to use some. If I'm not mistaken, I did see. No, I remember what it is. I remember it was that.
Harry hated asking his parents for money to fund this expedition. The Everharts are a wealthy Boston family. Quite old-fashioned. They were never really pleased with his eldest marrying a middle-class girl. That's why he wanted to get away from them as soon as he could. Just like his siblings did after him.
No, it's not this one, it's the other one, isn't it? There's one of these that was... Oh, there it is, yeah.
This enormous stone slab looks like a mechanism to get up to the outcrop.
That's exactly what it is.
How is that possible? What fascinating technology. Oh my! Oh my goodness, what happened here?
Yeah. Find out. Dynamite.
I'd better not touch it, given what they shouldn't have either.
It's quite interesting because you are picking up various items and then you need to use them in order to progress forward in the game. Typical of puzzlers. And see what's in here. Oh, there's plenty to explore. Okay.
That black ooze again.
July the 14th, 1934, that imbecile Roy blew the hatch to smithereens and blew himself up with it. Don't worry, Doc, I have Mr. Everhart's okay, and this is just a controlled detonation. Ha! 3 feet closer and I wouldn't be here to tell the story. I got splashed with that black ooze and took me the whole evening to clean it off. What's the other one?
Skin alterations. Like the ones on my hands.
Skin alterations appeared on my left hand today, similar to angiomas, allergic eczema, cyanosis. Let's hope not. I took some samples of my blood to analyze. Ask for photos of Everhart's wife's hand. This is why she's wearing gloves all the time. The spots on my skin are moving. I can feel them. Is there somebody in the well? I can hear voices at night. In fact, I could swear they're calling my name. And who's playing that music? Ooh, look at
Cripes!
this.
This man was splashed with that black liquid.
That's terrible.
Whoever took this picture must have a really cool head. Those spots look all too familiar.
Right off my left hand. Let me see if there's anything else to read in there. No, okay. You always need to check the back of every single photograph because there's a possibility there's some
Is
scribblings
this a
in there
picture
or
of
anything
my
else.
hand?
Looks like a female hand indeed. Alright, more.
Erythrocytes. Aren't those red blood cells?
Undefined substance. Pulsating, affecting erythrocytes. So that's just all that we could find in here by the looks of it. Okay.
Ugh, I can't stand the smell of medical equipment. Reminds me of my
Can't
illness.
stand the smell of medical equipment.
Is this stone structure a hatch of some sort? Well then,
Below, have a look.
I'm going down. Come on, Nora. Deep breath. Is somebody whispering? Hello? Is anyone down here? This eye, is it calling to me? I feel disoriented down here.
I feel disoriented down here.
I can press these star-shaped tiles.
This is another puzzle as well. Alright, my friends, I think this is a puzzle that we are going to be looking at tomorrow, because as we got into this cave, oh look at this, this is amazing. It's covering a lot more here, telling us about the story, the activities of the house and all that unfolded here, which resulted in a massive tragedy. Some people died. As you can see, there are some bridges and elevators and all sorts. So that really brings us to the end of our DRBMiller introducing Call of the Sea. Today we'll carry on with our adventure tomorrow as usual from about 3 o'clock. So stay with us and join us as we continue with our adventure here in this wonderful, mysterious Polynesian world of puzzles and adventures. We'll continue with our regular Warzone broadcast very shortly. So if you are an FPS gamer, if you want to be polishing up your strategies and tactics, if you want to join our community, then please stay with us and we'll resume very, very shortly. Until then, I shall wish you all a very, very good afternoon.